Hello to you all. Welcome into the Eric Zane Show podcast, a daily show where I discuss news, nonsense, and my personal adventures from the Impact Powersports studio. That's right, Impact Powersports, a brand new sponsor to this here podcast. All right, welcome in. So glad you are here. Hang on, I have a sneaking suspicion there's something peculiar going on here. Hello. I have no idea what the hell just happened. It feels like this mic is behaving in a weird way. I don't know if it's the mic or something else that's causing me problems. One way or another, it feels like this is off. Welcome to you. So glad you are here. Yeah, there's definitely something wrong. Hang on. Fucking shit. All right, now it's good. I swear, now it is. It did sound off. Chris says it still sounds off. Now it doesn't sound off. We'll take it. We will take it. Oh, God. Boy, what a start, huh? Amanda says, man, if only you would upgrade your equipment when someone suggested it. Well, here's the issue with that. And I don't know if you've ever been in this scenario before. The upgrade is what I have. But I damaged it when I kicked the damn thing like 1 minute after I took it out of the box. So that's a bad feeling. You actually do what you're supposed to do, upgrade. That's known as a mic preamp processor. And because of your own idiocy, you damage it when I kicked it. Now I have it over here, so it's not like in the kick zone. No need to be snarky about it. But you're like, well, all right, get rid of the one that you damaged. It's like, well, I just can't do it. I mean, I spent a ton of money on the one, and I'd rather just not worry about it. And just, you ever do that? Like if you, let's say you get like a new vacuum and you fuck it up, you break it or something like that. And you're like, well, yeah, I got to use this in its current state for a period of time until I actually wear it out for a couple of years. So I think that's where I'm at right now. I'd rather just have those moments where I'm like, oh, well, hey, there's something wrong. Let me just bang on it a little bit. I mean, that's not so bad, you know? So, yeah, no need to rub my nose in the shit. I'm trying to, focus on good things like raising money for the big Great Food Giveaway number 4 with tampons, which comes up on Thursday, December 21. I will be on TV a week from Thursday. To talk about it in an effort to make sure that we have enough people actually showing up to cash in on the food, pet food, and tampons. What a combination. Megan says, how are you going to say with tampons on Fox 17? Well, I'm not. Yeah, I have to be careful. I don't want to walk in there and just immediately make them go, oh, what are you doing? We knew we shouldn't have brought you in here. I'll address it in one way or another, but the point of being there is, like I said, not so much to raise the money because you all have taken care of that, but we'll figure that out. Anyway, update. Okay, as you know, we were able to take $1,600 off of the expected cost for the hams because they went on sale. How about that? That's freaking awesome. So now the amount of money to feed 100 people with a Christmas meal, a spiral ham, a bag of potatoes, corn, gravy, King's Hawaiian rolls, and pumpkin pie. That costs $3,083.80. Since the last time we spoke, 4 more fantastic people sent some cash along. 50, 25, 50, and 10. And I want to focus on that $10. Some of you folks are like, well, I only have $5. I'm literally on that much of a razor's edge when it comes to my finances. Hey, look, again, you get no complaints. You get a pat on the back. The ones that are on that tight of a budget, that's fantastic. Those are the ones that really come with like the love, in my opinion. I don't care if it's $1. And some of you would be like, I'm embarrassed. Oh, please don't. And besides, it's just between you and I. I speak nothing of this. I'm just looking at the dollar sign, frankly. Thank you very much. But in order to, it all is collectively is a group effort. And you know what's fantastic is, let me get back to the total. We now have $3,022.52 raised for Great Food Giveaway 4 with tampons, which means we only have $61.28 remaining until we hit the goal of $3,083.80, the newly amended goal after the price reduction. $61.28 till we meet the food goal, which means then we will have 2 weeks and 2 days to raise money for only feminine hygiene products. The question comes up, where do I donate? I will tell you. In fact, I will share with you the information right now. Ashley has been out of the loop for a little bit. And so now she is here, and that is nice. Thank you so much. You can contribute, and I will add the places here on the chat so you can see for yourself. Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. But I prefer that you don't use PayPal because PayPal takes some of the money out. I don't know why. It's fucking ridiculous. So Venmo and Cash App are the preferred methods. And this is basically just me passing the hat around to the audience. And as I said, 31 people have given $3,022.52. So the question, can I Apple Pay you? I don't have Apple Pay. I guess I could set it up. So that would be that might be a little tricky if you can't do Venmo or Cash App. We can definitely figure something else out. We'll address that in a bit. But I think the thing to focus on is, typically we'll have north of 40 people watching the live stream on Twitch at any one given time, and as the show builds on a given day, usually we hit that mark. And then on Patreon, Amanda. Sorry. On Patreon, with 220 people roughly are on there. Yeah, if you just $5, that's it. $5. If you can't, then even $1, I don't care. It's our strength is in our numbers. Amanda says, did he just hit that pretending it was me? Well, yeah. I kind of wish it was, I could smack the taste out of your mouth, frankly, with that snark. Patrick says, it's a Christmas miracle. $2.99 a pound ham turned into 99 cents a pound ham. I think it was a little less than the $2.99, though. I think it was a bit less than that. And thus the $1,600+ savings for that big event. So there you go. I'd like to get that out of the way early. Thank you if you've already thrown a few bucks our way for the great food giveaway. Number 4. It all started. We whipped it up together in a quick way several years ago. So thank you so much to everybody. You know, is this really year 4? Because I could have sworn the first year we came up with it was when I don't think this is year 4. I think this is year 3. Because, okay, last year we did 200 meals, and it was almost too much. Megan says, I believe 4. 2 with Mike in the Santa suit, and last year with no Mike. Yeah, that's right. It's 4. I can't believe I second-guessed that. Maureen says, you're such a fraud. Yeah, all right, I'm sorry. What can I say? All right, so welcome in to the show. I hope you're getting all your Christmas shopping done. I told you yesterday about the story about our beloved Queen of the Forest, my wife, and the deal where she said, all right, on my Christmas list, I want a coffee maker. I want a Keurig coffee maker. So I said, all right, hey, you know what? I'm going to get that one. So I went and I bought it, and I felt so good about it, and it got delivered to the house, and I hid it in a closet so she wouldn't see it. And then she comes home from Costco, and I go to help her bring the groceries in, and there's a Keurig. And I'm like, what's up? She says, oh, yeah, I bought that for us. It's a gift from my brother. And I go, okay, well, you put that on your list for everybody it was fair game for everybody to get you that. I mean, who puts stuff on a list and then goes and turns around and buys it? She goes, well, yeah, but it's from my brother. I go, oh, yeah, I know, but who cares? Everybody. I mean, she goes, did you buy me one? I go, well, yeah. She goes, oh, well, this is the one I want. And I'm like, well, how do you know that the one I got you is not the one you want? Tyler says, conspiracy theory. She found the one Eric bought and didn't like it, then took matters into her own hands. LOL. Kent says, my wife did the same thing. Amanda is making it about her. She writes, nobody can ever buy me presents because I just buy them for myself. So I don't bother to tell him what I want. Do you know how many times you referred to yourself in that sentence? The word me, the word I twice, and the word I 3 times. I think you need to pause because you're starting to get to that critical mass point. Again, this is not the Amanda show. Ken says Amanda buys herself tickets to CMU women's hockey games. Raise your hand if you give a shit about Amanda. Hey! So, yesterday after you do something like that, you got to have fun with it, right? So I pointed this out to Jackie. And now, Jackie loves to pick on Mom. So I told her that, and she started to pick on Mom. And Diana doesn't like it when Jackie picks on her. So she's like, that was a bad idea. Now you got her going. And I'm like, oh, come on. She's totally fine. So I had to kind of back off because my wife's starting to get all butthurt about the whole thing. It's like, well, this is like paying the penance. No one's really mad, but it is definitely annoying that this happened. I'm still going to give her the one that I gave her, and it is different. I guess she indicated that it's not as good. It's like not as big. I don't know. Does it make coffee 1 cup at a time? She goes, oh, yeah, but the one I got is bigger. I go, well, why do you need it bigger? It's a 1 cup coffee maker. What the fuck does it matter? Yours is the size of R2-D2, and mine is the size of a coffee maker. And they both do the exact same thing. Make 1 cup of coffee at a time. I'm not taking it back. And she said, okay, yeah, well, that's okay. We'll just use yours in the, in the camper that we used 4 times a year. Yeah. Yeah, hey, it was nice. Like, what the fuck? Some dude's house blew up. This is really crazy. Holy shit. In Arlington, Virginia, some wacko was outside of his house shooting off a flare gun. So the cops show up, and they're like, hey, knock it off. No, he's like, fuck you. So he, goes in the house. It's like a standoff. And the cops go and get, a search warrant. House, it's like oops. To, I don't know, go in there and find out what the fuck is going on. But before they could get in there to execute the search warrant, well, their job was kind of made a little bit easier. Or harder, because now they got to search for pieces of the dude. That fucker's house blew right up. Wow.
Oh. Yeah, we're not going anywhere. Nope.
That's the aftermath. I think they're going to show it again here. There it is, burning out of the ground. Oh, my God! So they have no idea what happened. Did he do that himself? What is going on? Why would he? Woo! Absolutely enormous explosion. No serious injuries were suffered by the cops. It's as though the fate of the suspect who was inside the home when it exploded was not immediately clear. Oh, no, it absolutely is clear. Neighbors reported possible shots fired around 4:45 p.m. and police officers determined someone had fired a flare gun, several times. As they're trying to conduct the search warrant, boom, there it goes. Officials have not been able to go into the home and could not confirm whether there were any deaths. The suspect was inside when the explosion occurred. At this point, we're only aware of one individual who was inside the home. You know what I oftentimes feel bad about? Were there any pets? That's the only thing I'm interested in. Were there any pets? I just can't handle it. It's getting worse for me. There was a story locally about some asshole who stole a cat. And then the cat escaped the guy. And now the cat is on the loose. And I'm like, I don't want any more of the details of the story, because anytime there's an animal in distress, I get so bummed out. Let's see. Sponsor on sponsor question is Megan from Irvine says, does anyone know the owner's name of the King's Room Barbershop? I can't find it on their website. Well, that's Andy and Colleen. Why don't you just text me? I just saw them yesterday. So fantastic. I went to the Caledonia location of King's Room Barbershop. I don't know, but Eric mentioned Diana's was the size of R2-D2, and that made me think it would be awesome to have one that looked like R2-D2. Coffee maker? I guarantee you there is one. Okay? Absolutely. So that is absolutely screwed up that actually happened. I was reading an article yesterday, moving on, about something that I'm going to actually conduct my own experiment. And that is, there was a study done in Japan that people who took 100 milligrams of wasabi every day, elderly people, got a really substantial boost in memory. So, you put that stuff on sushi and it is, wow, that is an intense, if you've never had wasabi on sushi or even just wasabi. And anyway, what an intense thing that Mother Earth made. God damn. But this study, it took a bunch of old folks between 60 and 80 and divided them in half. And half of them took wasabi in like pill form. I guess you can do that. You go to like GNC or something like that. You can get anything in pill form. And I guess this had an unbelievable effect on the elderly. Of course, this one was done on elderly people who did not have any pre-existing health conditions. The study, the use of wasabi every day exceeded their expectations. So I wonder if we can get any type of positive effect on my dad's memory if we give him wasabi. I tell you what, I'm going to send this off to Joanne and say, you need to get, I'll send her some. We knew from earlier animal studies that wasabi conferred health benefits, according to the study's lead researcher. But what really surprised us was the dramatic change. The improvement was very substantial. Sometimes they'll do a study and it's like, does it work? Does it not? I don't know. Maybe, kind of, I guess, sort of. They're saying, no, this is big. The main active component of Japanese wasabi is some biochemical called 6-MSITC, a known antioxidant and anti-inflammatory known to exist in only trace amounts elsewhere throughout the entire plant kingdom. So this 6-MSITC, it can only be found in wasabi, pretty much. They had 72 healthy individuals, 60 to 80. Half of them took 100 milligrams of wasabi extract at bedtime, with the rest receiving a placebo. After 3 months, the treated group registered significant boosts in two aspects of cognition: working or short-term memory, and the longer-lasting episodic memory based on standardized assessments for language skills, concentration, and ability to carry out simple tasks. It's remarkable to me. No improvement was seen in other areas of cognition, such as inhibitory control, the ability to stay focused. So some of you, that means there's like no hope. Executive function or processing speed. Subjects who received the wasabi treatment saw their episodic memory scores jump an average of 18% and scored on average 14% higher than the placebo group overall. I guess some of the folks in the placebo group are like, well, I'm definitely getting something here, but they're not. They are theorizing that compound, it reduced the inflammation and antioxidant levels in a portion of the brain called the hippocampus, which is responsible for memory function and boosts neuroplasticity. I guess that means that all those little things that fire in your brain work better, basically. I don't know if I want my dad experiencing an increase in memory. By the way, had no idea that this is what wasabi looks like in the wild. It is a member of the mustard family of plants. The fiery condiment paste made with it became prized in Japan centuries ago for its antimicrobial properties, which make it capable of killing off foodborne pathogens such as E. coli and Staphylococcus, while its flavor and aroma complemented seafood. I don't know if that's true. I mean, I've had wasabi on sushi, and I never really looked at it as, wow, this is good. It was more like just, it hurts so good. I mean, to think that something, you just pull it from the ground, grind it up, and throw it in your mouth, and it can so fuck you up. A specialist in dementia prevention, the researcher landed on wasabi treatment after finding high dropout rates with conventional methods of preserving brain health, such as the Mediterranean diet, exercise, and music therapy. So you do all those things and it'll get you so far, you know. A daily supplement, he decided, would be more sustainable, especially for old folks, while offering more benefit than other anti-inflammatory antioxidant spices such as ginger and turmeric. Let's see. They now look to explore whether wasabi can slow cognitive decline in dementia patients. But here's the rub. That tangy paste served up at nearly all sushi bars, even the ones in Japan, is almost certainly an imposter. Far more common than the real thing is a convincing fraud, usually made of ordinary white horseradish and dyed green. I didn't know that. Native to Japan, wasabi is notoriously difficult to cultivate. The plant takes nearly 2 years to reach maturity and requires exacting temperature, shade, gravel, and water conditions. It can cost more per pound than even the choice tuna it sits on. Genuine wasabi must be consumed fresh. On the plus side, just a small dab offers the same benefits as the capsule supplements used in the Toki in the Japanese study. Can I buy wasabi? I don't know. That's the next thing. So basically, what this involves with your old pal EZ, since they're like, oh yeah, now we're going to test it on dementia patients. You know, I mean, if you have success that you think you do, and I suspect that it's accurate, I mean, the next day you should start testing it, right? All right, in the next 5 years, we're going to run another test. No, I'm taking matters into my own hand. I will send this article off to Joanne. If I can get my hands on, wasabi supplements. I don't have time to look for it right now. I will after the show. So if that's the case, it might be like that movie Awakenings. Did you ever see that one with Robin Williams and I forgot who else was in that, but it was fantastic. Robin Williams, in my opinion, underrated as a dramatic actor. In fact, I would say that was the only thing that was good about Robin Williams was his dramatic acting. The silly shit he did when he was all coked up sucked. He was no good until he started dramatic acting. That's the only thing that made him beloved. And then I think he took his own life. Jesus, fuck. Still can't believe that. Yeah, he had kind of a wacky brain. But yeah, overrated in comedy, underrated in dramatic acting. Did you ever see Good Will Hunting? That scene when Matt Damon is starting to get a little fresh about the comments about Robin Williams' character's wife. Oh, fuck. That was intense. Good Will Hunting. Wife insult. No. Good Will Hunting. I don't even know how to search for this. Oh, here it is. Yeah, I got it. Okay, we're going to do this. De Niro was in Awakenings. All right, here we go.
The United States of America, A Complete History, Volume 1.
Yeah, Matt Damon's character, Will, is just he's an asshole. Looking around his office, sizing everything up in there. Look how young he is.
Jesus. You want to read a real history book, read Howard Zinn's People's History of the United States. That book will fucking knock you on your ass.
Better than Chomsky's Manufacturing Consent? You think that's a good book?
Fucking people baffle me. Spend all your money on these fucking fancy books. You surround yourselves with them. They're the wrong fucking books.
What are the right fucking books, Will?
Hey, whatever blows your hair back.
Yeah. Haven't got much hair left.
Hey, you know you'd be better off shoving that cigarette up your ass. It'd probably be healthier for you.
Yeah, I know. It really gets in the way of my yoga.
You work out, huh?
What, you lift?
Yeah.
Yeah, Nautilus.
No, free weights.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Free weights, huh?
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Just like that.
What do you bench?
285. What do you bench?
You paint that?
He's
You
intimidated.
paint?
Mm-mm.
Do you sculpt?
This is a masterpiece.
No.
You like art? You like music?
It's a real piece of shit.
Oh, well, tell me what you really think.
Just the linear and impressionistic mix makes a very muddled composition. It's also a Winslow Homer ripoff, except you got Whitey rowing the boat there.
Well, it's art, 1A. It wasn't very good.
That's not really what concerns me, though.
What concerns you?
It's the coloring.
You know what the real bitch of it is? It's paint by number.
Is it color by number? Because the colors are fascinating to me.
Are they really? What
You
about
bet.
that?
I think you're about one step away from cutting your fucking ear off.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Think I should move to the south of France, change my name to Vincent?
You ever heard the saying, any port in a storm?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that means you.
In what way?
Maybe you're in the middle of a storm, a big fucking storm.
Yeah.
The
maybe.
sky's falling on your head, the waves are crashing over your little boat, the oars are about to snap. You're just pissing your pants, you're crying for the harbor, so maybe you do what you gotta do to get out. You know, maybe you became a psychologist.
Bingo. That's it. Let me do my job now. You start with me. Come on.
Maybe you married the wrong woman.
Maybe you should
Uh-oh.
watch your mouth.
Uh-oh.
Watch it right there, Chief, all right?
Well, that's it, isn't it? You married the wrong woman. What happened? Why'd she leave you? Was she, banging some other guy?
If you ever disrespect my wife again, I will end you. I will fucking end you. Got that, Chief?
Time's up.
So intense. Are you kidding me? What a treasure. What a gift. To be able to pull that. God. I love those fucking moments in film. The dialogue is so tense. You can cut it with a knife. That's, fucking great. Oh. Chris says, hard to believe Damon and Affleck wrote this masterpiece. Why? What's the problem? They're excellent writers. You know? God, that was incredible. That's all I do is just watch old clips of movies. I sit around here, the show gets done. It's like, what pops in my brain? What do I want to watch now? Think about that. 25 years ago, we could not do any of that shit. And now, something pops into my brain. I'm watching it 30 seconds later. So fantastic. God damn it, I love that. All right. Enough going down. How did we get to that? How did that even happen? I think I was talking about wasabi, the healing properties of wasabi. And the next thing I know, I'm watching Good Will Hunting. I think the diagram goes wasabi, cognitive, you're going to come back, you'll be like Awakenings. And then that led to the wormhole of Robin Williams. And then here we are. Chris says, I'd say they're excellent actors. You don't really think of them as writers. So cool. People are brilliant. It's all in the writing, man. Nothing better. I was talking with Doug from Bosco's yesterday. I was over there. I guess he tried to watch Oppenheimer like 3 times. And he kept falling asleep. And you have to start the whole damn thing over. I go, oh, yeah, that's dangerous. You can't, when it comes to Oppenheimer, you gotta, oh, fuck. And he goes, I finally made it. I finally got through it. I go, yeah? He goes, it's a fucking waste of time. I go, yeah, I know. I can't go that far and say it's a waste of time because you have masterpiece levels of dialogue. To me, that's the only thing that I really like in movies. It's strong dialogue, fun interactions, and there's always a twist at the end of a Christopher Nolan movie, and there was a twist at the end of Oppenheimer. Jesus, fuck. If you're going to watch a Christopher Nolan movie, you really have to kind of acclimate yourself to that type of film. There's no new ground. Like Kyle says, does the bomb not go off? Is that the twist? No, you idiot. You fucking dumbass. There you are, coming out of your shell after you got the shit smacked out of your nose last week when you wrecked my story. Thanks for that, by the way, you dick. Jesus. The fuck were you thinking? All right. Seriously, I should say, this wasabi thing, I'm going to send this off to Joanne and say, I think you need to read this and let's do this. It can't hurt. You're taking a root, a ground up root. Wasabi supplement. There it is. You can get it pretty much anywhere. Wasabi supplement. You can get it in capsule form. You can get it in powder form. You can get it in like a dropper. Oh, my God. So I'm excited about that. And then Joanne would know if there's any change, because she sees them every day. All right. I want to say thanks to everybody who's enjoying the show on Facebook, X, and YouTube. I'm about to send you off on your day, though. But if you want to get the full show, what you do is you download the Twitch app. Okay? And then you search Eric Zane Live. Or if you're at a laptop or desktop, go to twitch.tv/Eric Zane Live, and you can get the show as it happens every weekday, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Eastern Time, right here. On Twitch, all of the old shows are on demand. You can check out. It's quite easy. Or if you're into the audio thing, which that is the lion's share of my audience, wherever you download shows, you can get the Eric Zane Show podcast shortly after this live show finishes. This audio becomes the audio podcast. I usually go with Apple Podcasts, leave a review, and yeah, that's it. So there you go. You can get the show live. And then there's the Patreon. Back at it this week with a Big Fraud Thursday with Ben Glaze and myself. Now, every day I do a Patreon bonus podcast when this one is over. I finish up, I tie loose ends, breaking news, a little bit more of an intimate setting on Patreon. If something bizarre happens in my family that I don't want to just blast out to the world, I put it on Patreon. Like, if I have another family member who hates my guts, I'll probably talk about it on the Patreon. Patreon.com/Eric Zane. Not to mention the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast. Who are these free beers? Who are these Zanes? I'm going with Who Are These Zanes this week on Thursday to review. That's the review show we're going to do, followed by the Ben and Eric Patreon podcast, all on Patreon. And you can get it for 7 days free. 7 days free at patreon.com/Eric Zane. Patreon, patreon.com/Eric Zane.